Seems like the way it goes anymore, doesn't it?
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Good.
Real cookies?
I know, right? Sorry.
That's okay.
My youngest daughter just got out of the hospital today, so.
Oh no, what happened?
Well, it all
I know
started when she tore her Achilles tendon and in a air cast, built up some blood clots, had pulmonary embolisms, ended up having to get 2 units of blood. This has been over 3 weeks, so she's been in the hospital a couple of times.
I was in the hospital last month.
Oh,
Yeah, I went to Common County, picked up something.
oh no.
Yeah. I was gonna sit back. Oh, do I have to sign in? I should sign in.
You should probably get it.
Follow protocol. Let's sign in.
Hi, Leslie.
Oh, hi, Leslie.
Looks like you're getting a little sun, Chris.
Huh?
Looks like you're getting a little sun.
Yeah. Got to burn to the ground for a while.
Hi. How are you doing? Good, how are you? Good, haven't seen you since last year. I've been around.
Seems like things always happen on the same night, you know, and then you have to pick and choose what you can go to.
For
There
sure.
you go. How you doing? Good, yourself?
Well, and I hope your daughter is better.
It is.
Thank you. Her older sister picked her up today and the oldest daughter is a nurse
How
practitioner,
are you,
so
Mike?
Good, how are you?
Good.
I don't have to worry. She's keeping a thumb on her.
Good.
Thought I'd get it to you before I forget.
I appreciate that, thank you.
I think it only has the one.
Good.
Not there.
Yeah. Perfect. Excited to watch that one.
Interesting information.
Oh, no, I was just getting ready to go get it cleaned up.
Well, it was.
Just looked at my phone.
But I'm sure you will react the same way I did to
Like brought me some dry clothes.
listing years fixation. You go
I've been going to like the one that's about the,
Try to get
and you've been
away
going
from
for
it.
Yeah, I think they must have had a planning.
I haven't not been to any of the locations.
I think they recently had a planning.
Yeah, they actually got some pretty good too.
They're great.
Yeah, yeah. I like it.
So we're doing that Sunday night.
Or something, and the residents there apparently were yelling out because he's not allowed to be there, because he would be seen as, you know, like an unduly as
Oh,
a
yeah.
supervisor, and they did not feel he should be playing.
Do you want a copy of this?
Inappropriate.
I got one.
Some places, yes.
No, nothing else exciting. Yeah, I know, but nothing on my part.
And I think that's because of the conversation about
Yeah.
supervisors being
Yeah.
very getting information. And it's like, well, what do you mean? I said, well, he obviously has to be on the agenda. I don't need to head on the presentation.
Yeah, right.
Obviously, they knew he was gonna do that. But so it was kind of interesting. Township with his arms because he just didn't give them some paperwork or something.
Yeah, it's also interesting, like, that we're saying being on, yeah, even though he's not a commissioner, obviously has tremendous interest in this.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
When's it?
Say that they can on the places, like, because somebody from the township board is supposed to be, and so the supervisor can be.
Right, that makes sense. Maybe it could be like something set.
I
That
can't do
could be,
that.
could be part of their rules.
Right, it's more of, like, because he's one has to be in the ZBA, one has to be.
Okay.
Then she's got a
You know what I mean? That's weird.
Yeah.
And the person that told me about this was kind of appalled that he was yelling out like that.
Yeah.
I could turn on, I saw the weather, you know, had that nice breeze, that was.
Well, everybody in my family was sitting out back.
And told her he could.
Yeah, you guys need to come up and run.
He said, I've never seen you.
Yeah, it's good to see, you know, like,
Well, it's like my quad, I haven't had that.
a lot of people ain't seen those guys with the elves.
Beer season, actually.
Ernie's sister and brother-in-law.
What's that?
See them.
Oh, my Aunt Betty?
Yeah,
That's
see them every Thursday.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, it is.
They're looking good.
yeah, they are.
Me too.
Yeah.
You know, by the campus, who knows what's.
Ernie was my mom's brother.
Right.
We're headed in the right direction.
I think so. Yeah, I want to get one up north yet, I haven't done that. Someday.
That's what we're thinking about, going up to here, so. Are we going, or am I going?
I had too much work to do this week.
I'll see how you are.
No, well, she runs the other half, she does all the environmental. She's been doing it. It's a tough job. Yeah. Plus all the people. And bringing me shirt for a meeting, and then I'm also looking like.
Oh, what was I? Slipped.
Yeah.
So it's 5:30, I'd like to call the meeting to order. The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And at this time, I'd like to have the board review the minutes, and I'll accept a motion to approve.
Approve the minutes.
Bill Geisenhaver makes a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Chris Maasch makes a motion to second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Public time. The issue of the variance will be addressed in the public hearing, but if there's any other comments, Ms. Getz?
Yes, I'm aware that the planning commissions from some of our surrounding townships have been working on ordinance language to cover situations like data centers and things like that, and I just wondered if that was on the radar of our planning commission and if you are working on anything about that. Some townships have also passed a moratorium on any kind of development like that while they study the issues. Just wondering where we're at.
This is a zoning board of appeals, not the planning commission, so that would,
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Sorry,
that's okay,
sorry.
so that would be addressed there,
You are absolutely right.
no problem. Any other comments? Public time? Seeing no other comments, we'll move to the public hearing. I'll close the meeting the regular meeting at 5:50 or 5:32. Open the public hearing at 5:33. Dr. Warners, you're here if you'd like to present your request for a variance, and then we'll take comments from the audience.
Step up.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Some information that I prepared for the members. Easy to go through everything.
Thank you. And for the audience, while he's passing this out, the variance request is for an address at 1415 Bowers Road, under the accessory building 1503.4.
Okay, my wife and I are seeking a variance for the placement of a storage shed behind our home due to both hardship and practical difficulty. My wife and I are both permanently disabled. Our injuries include, my injuries include back and neck injuries from a motor vehicle accident. I have torn ligaments in my left knee, torn rotator right cuff, my shoulder, right hip replacement, several herniated discs. Carrying the outdoor lawn furniture, all the lawn equipment and accessories down the stairs each year for winter storage has been aggravating all my injuries and my wife's injuries. Our small 2-car garage is not large enough to store all our outdoor furniture, plus our lawn tractor and our accessories and our vehicles. We do not wish to store our outdoor items outside on the side of the home covered by a tarp over the winter. 2, we cannot place our storage shed on the side of our home because our corner lot constitutes 2 zoning restrictions, including 2 front yards and 100-foot setback from the road as well, that being Christine Drive. We cannot place our storage shed on the side of the home because our corner, I just read that. We cannot move our cemented metal fence in 2 feet because of the gas lines, and this was a factor in the placement of the fence at the time of the installation. 4, the proposed placement of the shed door, and the gate to the enclosed yard would work best for the least amount of effort accessing our shed, as to not encroach upon the owner's property as we're going in and out of the shed. Our closest neighbors who have visual sight of the shed, Mike and Kim Conley and Sue Hodgkiss, have told me they have no objections to the proposed placement of the shed. The shed would be behind our house and not visible from Bowers Road. 6, the proposed placement of the shed would not obstruct any view onto Christine Drive or inhibit the adjacent property, which is Sean, from full use of his access road or his easement of the property owners Sean and Krista. Their home is actually 4 houses down, and they have a permanent main driveway to their home that they primarily use. The shed is actually built to resemble a mini house, all metal with Arctic white siding and black vinyl roof and a black roll-up door. I'd further like to say the property, beyond the property line toward that driveway, I've been maintaining it for 3 years. Mike just started cutting some of the grass about a month ago there. If we do get the approval for the shed, there would be no need to go on the property, other property owner's property. It would be brought in on wheels, and it could be brought along my yard and then bolt right into position. Okay, picture 2, page 2, shows a diagram of the outline of my backyard, Bowers Road, Christine Drive. It shows the fenced-in yard, the play set. The dotted line is the gas line, and it shows the proposed placement of the shed. It's a 10 by 16 shed. The closest it would get to Sean's property line would be about 1.5 feet, and it would be about 1 foot from my fence line. So that shows the access road, north, south, east, west, the size of my lot line. Yeah, when I first purchased the shed, I thought, oh boy, you got all this property, go get yourself a shed, I really need one. I went to the zoning board to get it, and they're like, you got problems, you got a corner lot, you can't put it anywhere on that whole, I got like a half acre that I can't use. And I'm like, oh boy, what am I gonna do now? And then we started looking all over, really the only place I can put it is right there. And it would create, would necessitate a zoning variance. So the page 3, this shows Christine Estates. It shows my property, that little box on the corner there. And then it shows Sean and Krista's property all outlined in that yellow. They have quite like a yellow U-shaped piece of property. So my property that boards up to his is just that little portion right there that I'm requiring the zoning, the variance for. And then the next page is just a certificate of survey that shows, you know, the parcel of property that I own. And if you go out there, I got some pictures here, and you look down Sean's access drive, this shed would be way far tucked in, and it looks like trees have been planted way over the property line, you know, way further than what I would be requesting variance for, and you'll see that in some of the pictures. I know these two gentlemen were trying to find the stake to see if it's exactly, if it's true lot line, but there was 2 metal rods pounded into the ground that spoke with Lalo, and he said that was the property line. Okay, so going on to page 5, that's the picture of the front of my house, and on page, and in the bottom is the back of the house, and you can see the gate there. You can see the stakes for the proposed placement of the shed on the bottom picture there. And then on page 6, you can see my wife and I had strung the property line from in the tree there at Sue Hotchkiss's property all the way to the one stake that's there. And then you can see the placement of the stakes along that property line where they're strung. And it also shows the opening of the gate that would best serve access to my shed. It's a roll top shed, a roll top door. I wouldn't have to swing doors open to Sean's property or park my tractor out there on the lawn while I'm opening the doors or getting in and out. There'd be no need to ever go on his property. Once the shed is there, there's no need to go on his property at all. And then page 7 shows the front of the shed distance from the lot line. I made some measurements there. And the lot line's not perfectly straight. So from the back of the shed distance, it was 15 1/4 inches, but the closest it would be to Sean's property line would be 12 1/2 inches. So therefore, I'm requesting the 2-foot variance. And then if we go to page 8, the top picture shows Mike and Kim's house. And with the placement of the shed where it would be, the shed would not be visible from the front of their house. They could see it from their bathroom window, but I talked to them and they said that they really couldn't see it from the front of the house, and they thought that would be the best placement for the shed. And then the bottom picture shows clear sight distance. Once you get past those trees that are overgrown into Sean's property, they've been there for probably 30, 40, 50 years. You can see that the placement of the shed would be way tucked in, way beyond what all those trees have grown, you know, out and over into Sean's property. So there's no visual obstruction of Christina Drive. Once he would come down his drive and get beyond that tree, he's got plenty of room to see if traffic's coming or going. So the shed would propose no visual obstruction for Sean and his wife Krista. And then lastly, on page 9, it shows the location of the shed, again, the placement. It shows the rows of trees. You can kind of see down Sean's driveway there, and you see there's a whole bunch of trees that are way over toward his lot line. So they had the question, was that a true lot line? I mean, is it further over? If it would only favor me even more. But you can see by the row of the trees going all the way down and the placement of the shed that would be way tucked toward my fence line, it should create no problem, in my opinion, whatsoever. And then the bottom picture shows the actual shed itself, Arctic white metal siding, black metal roof, black roll-up door, kind of like a little mini house. It matches my house perfectly. And it would be finished along the bottom. The diagram doesn't show it, but it would be finished along the bottom with some trim boards to make it look very professional and clean. And it would be placed on prepared crushed limestone, about 5 inches of crushed limestone, and so it should never move or flood or anything like that. So that's my presentation. I mean, I'm kind of in a predicament here. I've already ordered the shed. I don't know what to do with it now. I'll have a real problem if I can't get a variance, and I appreciate whatever you can do to help me. Thank you.
Any questions, Dr. Warners,
Yep.
if you can wait a second, any questions from the board to Dr. Warners on his presentation?
So basically, you come out driving out of the driveway this way. This is the front end of the shed, right here.
Yeah, that's the front, yeah, that's the back.
So the shed's how long?
It's a 10 by 16 foot long, 10 foot wide.
About the length of a pickup.
Pardon? Yeah.
About the length of a pickup.
Yes, sir.
So it wouldn't obstruct any view in any way
No,
for the open across.
no, not at all.
Okay.
Dr. Warner, you had indicated that there's stakes. Are those the stakes from the survey when the home was built, or what, how long have those stakes? Do you truly know that that's a property line?
That's what Mr. Rao said, the stakes have been there since I moved in over 3 years ago, they've never been removed. The one stake was like buried in Sioux Street, been there for a long time. I asked Lyle, I said, is this the true lot line? He said, yeah, that's it.
So technically, hypothetically, you get a variance, and then there's a survey done, and the survey says a third of your shed is in somebody else's property.
Yeah.
Would it not have made sense to get an actual survey to see, or
Well,
maybe
if
it
you
was
look
over
at- If
further?
you look at these diagrams here, you can see that it's a straight line down. And if you look at the picture with all the other trees that are way toward the access roads or anything, the survey, the stakes would, lot line would be further toward the driveway than further toward the house. I think it would be safe to say that I don't think that's a fact, that there'd be any danger of it being closer to the shed.
And I
I don't see
appreciate
how
you.
it could be, because, I mean, everything's like way past that, all the way down that access road.
I appreciate you showing me the property when I stopped by the other day.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You said the stakes, the fence are cemented in,
Yes, they are.
but the one corner, there was like a hole there. So the dog dug.
Yeah.
So the cement has to be way down, because
What
I
did
didn't,
is
the
when I
cement
put
wasn't visible.
Yeah, when we dug the hole, we put like a sack and a half of cement, just a powder. Then you put the pole down and fill the dirt in, and then over time it just hardens. I mean, yeah.
But technically, if the board doesn't allow a variance, you could take out a section of that fence or a section and a half and kind of slip it in. Maybe 6 feet in, it'd still hang out the back, but you wouldn't have to.
He's got the gas lines.
Yeah, what's the distance from the fence line, gas lines towards your house from there?
From the fence to the gas line's about 3 feet.
Okay.
Mhm.
You have a gas line that runs,
All the way, yeah, it's on the diagram there.
did I miss that?
Yeah, because
It's on the hand drawing one.
when I put the fence in, I had this thing come out and I had it all stick, and that's what it is.
How far is the gas line from the front of the fence,
From the back of the fence?
or the back of the fence?
3 foot,
It's 3 foot odd.
yeah.
And the gas line, it runs east and west? Who does that service?
Probably all those houses
All
along
the
the road there.
All the back?
Yeah, utilities run behind the houses up there.
Yeah, they're all buried down, yes, especially.
How these sections of the fence that are running to the south here, how long is a section of that?
6 foot sections. I mean, if the variance would allow for the fence, the shed to be on the side, that was my preferred location. But then you had the 2 problems with the 100-foot setback from Christina and being two front yards.
Because
And
of
then
the
it would be
corner.
more visible from Mike and Kim's house. And maybe present more of a visual problem with if Craig's he's coming up this drive, it might.
Yeah, well, when I went out there and met you, that would clearly be a visual right there, and it would block Christine Drive.
Yeah, the only location we could put it is where the proposed location is.
And where, the 100-foot setback from Christine Drive, I don't see that in the section 1503, where are you getting that 100?
Well, Lyle told me when he built my house, he had to put it, like I said, I got like an acre lot there, but my whole house is shoved way over to like half of the lot. He says because it was a 100-foot setback rule, because it's a corner lot. The builder told me that.
much property do you have between the fence and the lot line
Is there
going towards the west?
Not much, and it's a very
No, I
deep
meant, I
slope
don't, I
there
know,
as
but I'm
well.
I was trying to see
Yeah, we
in here.
considered that, but it really drops down.
I'm not-
You have to have a lot of fill.
yeah, I don't
Yeah,
see
so
where
I
there's
don't
a
think there's
100-foot
enough room.
setback.
I mean, then I'd be requesting a variance from her, and, this is where she always takes her walks and comes out this way, and the other structure would be over here down the street, where she said, oh, I don't understand. And you go over here, so I moved it over requirements where she's, you know, when you get through there, I think that's where she goes for her walks. So, yeah, that's really not a possibility, I don't feel.
I have this one.
It doesn't get the setback though.
It could seem logical
Yes.
to.
So am I accurate, it's 20 and 25? The height, right? Yeah.
So he wouldn't have to get a variance because he has two front yards.
Oh,
I believe the setback from the subdivision road is 32. I'd have to put off the lot line.
I don't know that Mr. Rao gave you accurate information off from Christine Drive 100 feet. I think it's more like, because you have he's technically has two front yards, the way the house is placed. And I think it's more like 32 to 35 feet setback off from Christine Drive.
Off of Bowers Road too, considering if the house is way up to the corner there. I mean, cause he said he had to place my house 100 foot back because it was on the corner of Bowers and Christine.
Do you have 100 foot from Bowers up to your driveway?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so when
No.
I went in there.
100 foot from,
From Bowers,
no,
north.
no, not, from their setback? I don't know, doesn't look like 100.
If the setback truly is 25 to 35 feet, that would give you your first choice.
Of what, putting it over there?
That's correct.
Yeah, I mean, that would be fine with me, it really would.
So if,
I would have no problem with that whatsoever.
do we have, we're assuming 20 or 25, would it make sense for us to inquire with the county code authority and put this on hold for now, find out the facts on that one, so when we grant the variance for the east side of his property setback, would that make better sense, so we know exactly where it is right now?
Let's finish the public hearing. Any more questions for Dr. Warner's, and then anyone else in attendance, and then we'll close that, and then we can discuss it as a board.
And keep in mind, all those utilities down Christine Drive come back off of Christine, so
Yeah.
that property doesn't really start till beyond that, easement of that.
So your poles there too, I remember poles.
Yeah, lots of poles.
Any other questions for Dr. Warner's at this time?
All set?
Okay, thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Warner's. Anyone else, for the public hearing?
Yes, ma'am. My name's Sean Raby, I'm actually the property owner.
What was your last name, sir?
Raby, R-A-B-Y. A couple of problems that I feel that we have is we don't know where pin C2 and C3 they're missing. I don't know for sure if when the prior owner pounded those pickets in, because he did put the pickets in. We don't know if he put them in.
You're talking about the survey stakes, right? Or the,
Yeah. I mean, they're pickets, he pounded them in.
Okay.
we don't actually know if they're on the property to the left or to the right of the property, we don't know at all. I have a problem with this road already. People just drive down it, people who live on Bowers just use it as their personal driveway to their shed or garage or whatever they want. I've been trying to stop them. I still have yet to talk to the homeowner association about blocking the drive right now, just so we don't, everybody, they all use it, to include him, he walks his dog through it. So that's a problem. I haven't got it solved to it, I've only been here a month, so we're trying to figure it out. I feel that if we give him a variance and it's gonna work its way down Bowers, this variance, this one gets a variance, this one, pretty soon we got everybody a foot off the property line all the way back. I believe there's options for his shed. I don't know. The option of putting it in his yard or half in his yard, it's not super expensive, it's a bag of concrete. So, you know, I don't have a lot to say about it, but I mean, I wasn't notified also that, about the request for variance. I don't know if my name's not on that property yet, which is possible, and it's okay. I'm good with it.
I double checked it, so.
It is, all right.
It is, it's there.
But that's the only problem. I'm trying to, a lot of people drive down that road. I'm trying to stop it, but I just feel that the variance thing is gonna carry on down the 6, 7 houses that are touch that property. But I thought I just think there's options. You have any questions for me?
I don't have any.
Because I don't know where the pins are. Mysteriously, C2 and C3 are, those actual rebar in the ground that was put there by the survey group are missing.
There's no markers on them.
The benchmark is.
We're gonna get, we planned on getting a metal detector, see if we can find the actual, but I know, besides the picket was pounded in the ground that side, I cannot find the rebar or the pin. And on the other side that matches Mike and Kim's property, we can't find that one either. We know it was there, but we just can't find it. They drove it in a little bit because they didn't want to take it out with their lawnmower, so, but it was there last time. Now last time we seen it, can't find it.
Gotcha.
Unless I get a metal detector out there. Because there's a bunch we have to find.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments from the audience? Yes, sir.
Mike Conley. So with the pins, the pin that was on our property was there. We've seen it. And when me and Sean were out there, we can't find it. We've never looked for the pins on the other side of the property, on the other side of the drive. We've never found any of the property stakes out there, the pins. And then even in the back of our driveway, we've never found that pin.
And you're the property owner just to the north of the
Correct.
accessory road and north of
Correct.
the Warners?
Yeah.
And no pins that you found either?
We found the pin up front, which was by the front of the road, and now it's gone. We can't find it. But now the pin on the other side of our driveway is still there, and the back pin. But the 2 back pins on the drive side, we've never found. Well, we found the one in front, but never found the one in the back.
Okay, thank you. Any other comments from the audience? Seeing no other comments during the public hearing for the variance request, I'll close the public hearing at 5:55. Open the regular meeting at 5:56. All right, at this time, the board will discuss the issue of the variance. For the audience's purposes, the zoning Board of Appeals has a very strict criteria to follow. There's A, B, C, D, and E. I'll read those just for your reference prior to our discussion. A, with the strict enforcement of the provisions of the Mayfield Township zoning ordinance cause an unnecessary hardship and deprive the owner of rights enjoyed by all other property owners owning property within the same zoning district. B, are conditions and circumstances unique to the property which are not similarly applicable to other properties in the same zoning district. C, are conditions self-imposed. D, would this entitle the applicant to special privileges that are denied other properties similarly situated in the same zoning district. In E, would the requested variance be contrary to the spirit and the intent of Mayfield Township zoning ordinance? So the board would like to discuss the variance request by Dr. Warner's.
I'm comfortable approving it without more information regarding the setbacks.
I'd like to see a survey too. I third that.
Dr. Warner's, it looks like the board is indicating that they have some questions on the survey issue. I think we're allowed to table this, I would believe, and to allow you to get an accurate survey, at least of that back property line. Maybe that will eliminate your issue, or maybe it will make the issue more significant. So what is your position on that? Or would you like us to go ahead and?
Who would pay for that survey?
Would you have to be the homeowner?
I'm not paying for it.
Yeah.
He wants the variance, not me. So if he wants to put it, he can have it surveyed.
I'm just indicating that is, it seems to be a consideration of the board currently. We can move forward and go over the criteria that's requested, and then, you know, depending on what the board would vote, either approval or denial.
Well, with the position of the stakes and the line that I drew, everything else is way over on the other side.
But I'm telling you, the stakes, you don't know if the stakes are the property line. That's what I'm
Why
trying to
did
tell you.
everybody else plan all that stuff?
Mike planted those streets.
Okay, let's address the board. Let's
Yeah.
address the
I
board.
mean, what I was saying is, where I drew that stake with what we thought were the lot lines, everybody else's, what they planted was way over toward Sean's driveway, towards his access line. You know, so if anything, I'm thinking it would just favor my position. I mean, if that's what we have to do, we have to do. Would it be 3 more months before we find out, before we could come back and, I don't know how often you folks meet.
It's at the request of an application.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am?
I have a question. So if he gets a survey, will that confirm the 100-foot setback that nobody's sure about?
No, on the east property line, I'm not sure where he was told 100 feet. I don't see that. I see it more as like 32 feet setback from Christine Drive.
Yeah.
Well, should that be confirmed first, if it's 100 foot?
Yeah, I'd like to see
It's-
that.
Because I know that,
If
I know that the state of Michigan actually has a 150 to 200 foot rule. I don't know about Lapeer County. I think it's 25 to 30. You want me to answer?
It's not 100 foot.
Yeah.
I can tell you that.
So,
His home may have been 100 foot setback. But somebody who has 2 front yards, that's originally what his request was to put it in the side yard, but front yard. And then it was changed. But it's right here. That's an R1.
If I could add something further, I think it would look great in the side yard. We're gonna decorate all around it, kind of take the view off those telephone poles and all those boxes and things. We're gonna decorate around it, landscape around it. It would look really cute on our property. The second location, which is what we're proposing, I kind of felt like it made everything kind of tight in there, which we have a wide open view, everything's kind of like country style. So I really, the first position was on the side lot, and then when there was 2 problems with it, and Lyle came by, I said, oh, you'd be better off to put it back here, because it would only be one variance instead of 2, but if it's only the 1 and we could approve the side, I'd be ecstatic to put it there. And I don't think, Sean would have a problem with that, and then we'd be, case closed.
survey.
How tall is the structure?
Then if he gets to.
Oh, jeez. Let's see, I think like 7-foot walls, I believe. Yeah, yeah,
the 7-foot walls, but then there's a peak that goes up, yeah.
Piece of beam, metal detector on the spot.
But he won't need it at all, like the setback on the side of the road is his first choice. When I came out and met you, Mike, we walked the side of your property, and you said this is where I wanted it to go.
Oh, variance either way.
So, to me, it seems like this can be easily solved if we can prove that setback is only 25 to 35 feet. You get your dream, and then you can put up the trees, and it's right where you want it. So, in my opinion, this is worth saying. You two gentlemen are the ones that can't find the stakes. So when it comes survey time, if he's approved for the east side of his home, because we know that setback, Jamie's already said, it's not 100 feet. So that gives you your initial, and when we spoke, you said, I really wanted it here. So you're settling for back there because you're under the impression, Lyle, whoever. So it's our job to find those facts out, give you those facts, then you get exactly what you wanted in the first place. And if these guys want to find their stakes, let them pay for a survey. You wouldn't need it. Because your fence and everything else is far enough away. You're not impeding. Sean makes a very good point about all those properties down there, regardless of whether it's used or not. I mean, he doesn't want to go out there and put a gate up or, stay off my property. And I don't know what the association allows. And I understand you're new. But I get your, I wouldn't want a bunch encroaching on mine. So he's got a good point as far as one goes, they all go, right? Don't bring one piece of gum on the bus.
That's my biggest thing.
Sure.
Yeah, and I think they should call Mystic and just get the whole thing staked so we know what we've got options.
I agree.
I feel that would be, that doesn't cost nobody nothing, but then we know.
I got a question about that. If it's a portable building, you can't put it.
Pardon me?
If it's a portable building, like he said, Evan, you can't put it over top of like electrical lines or over top of the.
Well,
that's fine.
But is it affordable?
Well, yeah, it is. It's not attached.
No.
No, it's not attached. Like we had to attach ours, and we had to get a variance for that for the overhead.
Right, but like underground stuff.
Yeah, it's a whole different gate.
Yeah.
And then they can just come fork it out of the way if they have to dig. So.
Right, and that's what I'm asking for him, like, is that a problem?
All right, I'm gonna, so we're here on the request for the variance for the north side of your property along the fence. We can't give you a variance if you were to now change your mind for the east side of your property along Christine Drive. That would have to be another matter. So I believe we should probably go through this variance, say yay or nay to it, and then Dr. Warners would have to, it depends on what the outcome of the board is. If it's positive, he's okay. If it's negative, then he would have to go to plan B or C or, all right?
Yeah, just a question on that.
That's how I feel.
Wouldn't it be better to table it? Find out, and the reason I say this is he's already paid the variance, all this stuff, to be here. If that setback, and this is as simple as this gets, if that setback from Christine Drive is only 25 or 30 feet, this problem is solved.
The legality is, it was written up for the back part.
The public notice is for
The
the
back
back.
part.
We can't
We
consider.
We have to redo it regardless, so we have to address it here. And then unfortunately, you're stuck doing it all over again. Well, unfortunately, that's the way it is. And I mean, we all love Lyle here, we know Lyle. But at the end of the day, the reality is that was kind of hearsay. I hate to say that. And, and I know I agreed with you when I was out there, but this is exactly what we have no doubt we have to follow the rules that are laid down. So it's very unfortunate because normally we could have fixed it right there. I just learned a good lesson. Thank you guys. I don't want to hear you, Chris.
No, that's just the way it is.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate.
We still need to go through.
We have to go through these, right? We have to go with the information we have currently presented to us on this ordinance, for that request for the variance. So we'll go through these. So A, would the strict enforcement of the provisions of the Mayfield Township zoning ordinance cause an unnecessary hardship and deprive the owner of rights enjoyed by all other property owners owning property within the same zoning district. So the strict enforcement of the provisions of the zoning ordinance cause an unnecessary hardship and deprive the owner of rights.
I don't think so.
Bill?
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Okay.
Everybody know?
No.
No, I'm sorry.
No, and the reason for the no on that would be
There are options,
Options for different placement.
100% options.
the homeowner would have other options. So it would be no, the homeowner would have other options to place structure. B, are conditions and circumstances unique to the property which are not similarly applicable to other properties in the same zoning district?
No.
And the reason for no on that?
Well, we don't have all the facts, but there's,
Again, there's still options.
the only thing that hypothetically is unique is the 2 front yards. And what we would, until we know, have to consider misinformation given to Dr. Warners.
And this can be changed, this is what I believe was said. No, the homeowner does not, does have setback options for property that would allow placement of structure.
I think that's well said. I think that's what we're trying to say. I know it.
But do while you're gone, I know.
Well, and this is the thing, we have to address the variance we have now. There's not enough information on another situation. Because number one, there's no benchmarkers. You gotta have benchmarkers so we know exact property lines. So that can be resolved either by them or by you as far as the survey goes. But we're gonna table this until you come back in with either.
You're not
survey.
tabling.
No, it's not
I mean, we're
tabling.
not gonna table this, we're gonna settle this one, and then you have the opportunity, I'm sorry for using that language. Then you have the opportunity again, yes, it's very unfortunate that you have to reapply and all that.
But we haven't voted yet, so.
Okay, right.
Are conditions self-imposed?
That's a yes.
Yes.
I say nay on that one. Just
How
because,
He put the fence where he wanted to.
well,
That fence
I
didn't have
know
to
he
go
put the
there.
fence where he wanted
That's
to.
self-imposed.
He also had stakes on the property that have been there since he's been there. So based on the fact that he buys the house, it's staked out, he's gone through the process of sitting at the title company and signing, who did their due diligence. Why would he think any otherwise? And so I don't think it was self-imposed. I think he believed in the word of his builder. Okay, that's one thing. But I think if I saw those property lines from the day I moved in, and it was staked out before I bought the property, and I went and I sat at a closing table, why would I need to get a metal detector to check my benchmarks?
But still, he'd still need a variance because it was only a foot off. So I agree with Bill that it's self-imposed.
Okay.
Yes, I would have to go with self-imposed because technically he could remove a section of the fence, slip it in, north or, well, I guess the north side, no, but even the south side, or
That is
the
true.
west, or the east side.
Gotta get hold of Misty.
Mhm.
Gotta
Yeah.
know what's under there.
Yeah, cause those posts were dug down like 3.5 feet, so.
Yeah, I'd get a hold of Misty too.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost nothing for that, at least
Yeah.
you get more information.
And there's another bit of
I know where it's
information.
at, but I could get over.
I got a question. Shouldn't he know where his own property lines are?
Well, yeah, that's why the state,
why-
that's
so why
what
would he-
he's thinking.
Why would he have to have mine surveyed when he has his own survey? Then he would know.
Well,
Right?
Joe,
Cause he should have a corner pin underneath that same tree that he's talking about.
Well, they should be able to find it when they look at it.
Yeah.
They'll be able to put their little
Yeah.
GPS thing on it and they'll know exactly where it is. Cause I had them come in.
Cause you should have a corner pin underneath that too.
All right, let's move on, homeowner.
Underneath that tree, like over by Sue.
Yeah, I mean, there's just
Yeah,
a
let
hole.
me get,
Oh,
homeowner
Steve
has
found that shit. That's what I'm
option
telling you, there's a piece of rod with a cat on it.
set
Yeah.
structure. So yes, under C, it's conditions self-imposed, yes, homeowner has options to set structure within the fence. Technically, it could be moved in.
yeah, but once again, does Misty have how many feet from a gas line? I mean, so again, it's kind of a lack of information.
Mhm.
So we need more information on
Yeah,
that,
3
which
feet
again
from
would
the
be
gas
the
line.
next variance, so there's a lot more that could be gathered and known.
So D, would this entitle the applicant to special privileges that are denied other property similarly situated in the same zoning district?
Yes, yes.
So D would be yes, other homeowners not allowed to place structure within setback requirements.
I agree.
And E, would the requested variance be contrary to the spirit and intent of the Mayfield Township zoning ordinance?
Read it one more time.
Would the requested variance be contrary to the spirit and intent of the Mayfield Township zoning ordinance? Our ordinance has, the strict setback guidelines. So technically, I would find that would be a yes. It does. Is there a consensus? So E would be yes, homeowners requested variance does go against spirit and intent of zoning ordinance. Is there any other discussion at this time? If no discussion, we'll take a vote on the requested zoning variance for the property at 1415 Bowers Road for the 15, under section 1503.4 accessory building variance. Jayme, can we have a roll call vote?
Are you making a motion or?
I would.
Are you, okay.
Is there a motion on this?
I make a motion to take a vote.
I second that.
What is your motion
Yeah,
for?
what is your motion?
Approval or denial?
Either way.
Yeah,
Approval. I
So
take
are
a
you gonna
motion.
Approve the
Oh,
variance or,
denial.
so you want a motion for denial
Denial.
of the variance requested for 1415 Bowers Road?
Yes.
That's your motion?
Mhm.
You have a motion by Gwyn Stoneburg for denial of the zoning variance for 1415 Bowers Road, section 1503.4, accessory building setback, and you seconded that?
Second that.
Second by Bill Geisenhaver. We have a motion and a second. Do you want to
Do a
take a
roll
roll
call?
call,
Sure thing.
please?
All right, Chris Maasch,
Yes.
Gary Youness,
Here, yes.
Bill Geisenhaver.
Here,
Yes. You're a yes?
yes.
Okay. Gwyn Stoneburg
Here, yes.
and Beth Knowlton.
Yes. The requirement being a simple majority of vote, there is a unanimous vote on this. All required would have been 3 votes. Motion made and approved for denial of the variance at 1415 Bowers Road at this time.
Do we have any other discussion, or we wanna make a motion to adjourn?
Is there any other business of the board? No? No old business? No new business? Next on the agenda is a motion to adjourn the meeting.
You making that motion, Beth?
I can make a motion to
Anybody?
adjourn.
Anybody want a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Chris Maasch.
Yeah.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion
Yeah.
to adjourn meeting at 6:18.
Yep.
Mike, you're gonna have to just go the other route.
I'm gonna transfer
Yeah.
that one.
I believe
what
what
you guys
Jamie
wanna
said
sign now
about
or
that
later?
setback. But
This
I
one.
truly believe,
I
I
can
mean,
sign
we're
it.
bound by the laws of our.
Oh, that's fine. And
And I
the other
truly
pink one is
believe,
the one I'm
and I
gonna
agree
sign.
with Sean.
Or is it under here? This is the one.
If
I'm
that's a
going to
25 or
sign.
30
I'm gonna
setback,
sign.
I'll help you build it on it. Put it on the side of the house.
Cause even if you look right there, it
Okay.
even says,
Just like
it says 30 feet.
Oh, should I have reason for that?
Yeah, we need to sign it.
Yeah, we do have to know mistakes, we have to have them.
We need that missing to see what we can do.
Right.
From the other discussion.
Give us a little more options instead of guessing.
Exactly.
That is what it is, you can't guess, we can't do it.